Welcome friends to the first part of this tutorial where we will be making our chat app in FlutterFlow and using a Supabase database. So in this video we will be mainly dealing with the authentication part of the app. So we'll be making this login screen over here as well as this register screen over here. So let's go into our FlutterFlow dashboard and let's create a new project over here. So we'll just give the name chat app tutorial and then we can just create a blank app. So we can just toggle this setup Firebase to be false and we can start building the app. Alright, so now we have a blank app over here. We can go to the widget tree and under the pages we can just right click on the page folder to create a new page. And we'll just create a blank page first. So this will be our login page. So let's take a look at our UI again for our login page. So this is how we want our login page to look like. So it's a slightly gray background. There's this circular icon over here. There's a main text, a subtext, as well as two text fields to enter the email as well as the password. Then there's a sign in button for the user to sign in, and finally a text over here to navigate to the register page if they do not have an account yet. So let's create that in our FlutterFlow app. So firstly, let's just right click on the app bar to remove the app bar since we don't need that. And with the login page selected, let's just change our background color to more of a gray color. So maybe this, the alternate color. And let's also right click on our column and let's wrap our column widget inside a container. And on the right hand side of the container, let's just set the width to infinite so that the column is now centered in the screen. And inside the column, let's just add our items, our children widgets. Let's just add a circle image. And then now we want to add a title text and a subtext. So in the same column, we just add two text. And for the title text, we will scroll down on the right hand side over here and we'll change the theme text style to, let's say, title large. And we'll change the text field to welcome back. And for the subtext, we'll change the text value to let's get you back in the game. So just copy and paste this over here. Now we need the two text fields for the email text field as well as the password text field. So we just add them into the column. And we can right click on the first text field to duplicate it, to add another text field. And now we need the sign in button. So in the column, just search for a button widget. And it's under here already, the commonly used widget. And lastly, we want this text over here to log in, to navigate to our register page. So as you can see, this text over here has two styles. It has one style over here in the black text, and then it has a bolded blue text over here. So when we have a text that has two styles, what we want to use is the rich text widget. So we can just search for rich text. And we can add it over here. So let's change the button text first. So click on the button and scroll down to button text. You want to change this to sign in. And for the rich text, you want to change text span 1 to don't have an account, sign in, and for text pen 2 we want it to be here, and we want to flip the styles of these two text pens. So I can just click on this to change the style of text pen 1. We don't want it to be bold, we want it to be normal, and the text color will be the primary text color, which is black. We can go back to our rich text, and for text pen 2, we'll click on this to change the style. For the font weight, I want it to be bold, and for the text color, I want it to be primary. Now let's just add some padding inside our column itself. So inside the column, we want some left padding of 24, right padding of 24 as well. Let's just add some top padding of 48. And we can scroll down, and I want some item spacing of 24. So now all the elements are spaced out much nicely. Now let's get to our text field. So since all of our text fields will look the same, they all have a similar styling, instead of manually styling each of the text fields themselves, what we can do is that we can add a theme style widget or a theme widget. So on the left hand side, we can click on this theme settings, and then we can go to theme widgets, and we can click this to create a new theme widget. We can give the theme widget a name. Let's just give it my text field as the name. And for the widget itself, we have to look for the text field, which is over here. So we can click on the text field, and then we can click on create. So for our text field, we want it to have some rounded borders over here, and it will be a white filled color. So on the right hand side, we can scroll down. For the label text, we can just give it a default label text of enter your email first for now. We can continue scrolling down. And for the input border type, we want to make it outline. And we have to toggle this field to be true to be able to fill so that the background of the text field is not transparent. And for the fill color, we want to set it as the secondary background or white. So now you can see that the text field is white in color. For the border color, we don't want any border color, so we can click on the border color, and we can click on this button right over here, custom color, and then we can just click on clear color. So now we have no border. And I want the text field to be more rounded, so under border radius, let's just give it a border radius of 16. Alright, now it looks much better. So we can just save this. And as you can see, our theme widget, my text field, has been saved over here. So we can go back to our widget tree. And under the text field, we can see that there's this option for widget styling. So we can just click on this to theme our style, to set a theme to our text field, and we can just click on the my text field that we just created. So as you can see, it has changed the style over here. Let's just scroll down to change the label text. And for this label text, you want it to be enter your email. You can do the same thing for the password text field. So click on the password text field, and under widget styling, choose the my text field one. You also have to change the label text. So this one will be enter your password. And one thing to note for the password text field, we have to scroll down, scroll all the way down, and under additional properties, we have to toggle this password field to be true. And note that this is important for password text fields, since This allows your Supabase and FlutterFlow to identify this text field as a password field and allows it to be set in later action. Alright, so that's basically it for the UI of our login page. So as you can see, the register page over here is very similar to the UI of our login page. It just has some different text over here, a different button text over here, different text over here, and one extra field for the confirm password field. We can just right click on our login page and we can duplicate the login page. So we can rename this page to register page. And let's just duplicate our password text field. So for this duplicated password text field, we will change the label text to confirm your password. And while we're at it, let's just change the names of our text field so that it's easier to identify them in the future. So this will be the email text field. This text field over here will be the password text field. And lastly, this one will be the confirm password text field. So labeling your widgets, especially your text fields, will be very beneficial to identifying them later when we set the actions. So let's just change this text to welcome. And for this text, let's change it to this one. So for this text, let's just copy and paste this. And this doesn't look that good yet, so under the text align, let's just align it to the center so that it looks better. And for the text, we'll just change it to welcome on board instead, since that is what we planned in our Figma dashboard over here. So for this sign in button, we want to change the button text to register. And for this rich text, instead of don't have an account, we want to change it to already have an account. And instead of sign in, we want to change it to, sign in is correct actually. That means we have to change the login page one. So instead of sign in is sign up. Alright, awesome. So that is the basic UI of our register page as well as our login page done. Alright, so that's it for this video. In this video, we managed to create the UI for both the login as well as the register page in our chat app. So in the next video, we'll be adding the actual login functionality and authentication functionality together with our Supabase project. And we can see how we can integrate Supabase seamlessly with our FlutterFlow project. So stay tuned for the next video. See you in the next video.